You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Slay the Princess. Last time we had one of the most mind-muckery routes that imaginable. We did the Path of the Paranoid, and it was insane. And we got to chapter 3, we got to chapter 4, we got to chapter infinity, and it was just so crazy. I don't know where else amazing this game could go from here. It has blown my mind multiple times. It could do it again. We'll see. Right now, I am in information finding mode. I don't particularly have a goal, except I want to find as many routes as I can. I've written down the names of all of the other characters we saw last time to try to sort of use them as a gauge for about how many routes we have. However, there has been a repeat. We've seen Voice of the Broken in 2 separate routes. And so who knows how many routes there are. I'm going to do my best. I don't know if I'll find all of them. I will look for the good ending. That's kind of my mission right now, is to find information to figure out how to get the good ending. I'm not usually one to try to find everything in a game, especially a visual novel. I mean, this is probably the first visual novel I've ever played, unless you count Phoenix Wright. I freaking love those games. But yeah. Also, somebody told me that there is, I think if you do auto...
You're here to slay her.
No. That just makes the text go automatically. Skip, maybe? If you press skip, then it brings you to the next choice or the next dialogue that you haven't seen yet. Alright. So what I want to do today is I'm going to just do exactly what the narrator says. Because that's something that I have not tried doing yet. I've tried to slay the princess once, but I tried to do some kind of elaborate setup for it. This time, I'm just going to go to the cabin, pick up the knife, go down, and choose slay the princess.
A warning. She will not...
To do all the things. Skip. Oh. There we go. Alright, time to stop skipping. Enter the basement.
The daughter, her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds. Don't let it.
Sounds dangerous. I'm not gonna tip her off. I'm just gonna continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Alright, so I'm not gonna talk anything. I'm just gonna steel my nerves. Maybe this time I'll get Voice of the Cold.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right?
So we've heard this dialogue
before. If that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
This put us on the path to the Queen route.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
I'm just going with what the narrator says, cause if doing what the narrator says can't kill the princess, then nothing can. We're just saying that. Slay!
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel
this is
flesh
different.
Easily give
this
way
is different.
And look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming, but I have to wonder.
I wonder if this is going to be another route, if we're going to get to a chapter 2, or if this is going to be an ending, or if we're just going to continue on into another route.
Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Well, if she is the personification of change in the universe, then, well, yeah. Also, this might be a thing where if we believe she can't die, then she can't. Because remember, she is what we believe her to be.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Alright, we have another choice. So I'm going to continue to do just what the narrator says. I'm going to say, of course it is, she's dead. And if that just leads to an ending with the princess being slain, then I'll come back and I'll choose something else.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
Sure. Also, we know that nothing is as it seems, and so we didn't actually kill anyone.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Alright, goodbye.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
Surprise, there is no world.
Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
It's the long
What
quiet.
happened?
That's all that's left.
Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
That's bullshit, let me out of here. Oh, okay. I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the world.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward.
Also, somebody recommended I save before every choice so that if I want to see what happens if I choose every choice, I don't want to do that. I feel like for me, I like to experience games as if I am actually making choices. And that means being locked out of things that I don't choose. Unless I want to come back and play the whole thing up to it to do it.
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Yeah, I don't trust you, you're wrong. I've seen the ending.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey. We're not just going to stay here forever, right?
You're the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy. Hell no. Do you have any idea how to get us the heck out of here?
I do. But you're probably not going to like it.
Is it,
The blade.
the thing?
We can use the blade to get out of this.
Narrator's not gonna be happy.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out.
Seems like it
Do
is.
you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead? You're right, I didn't like that idea. I'm just gonna stick around and do nothing.
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we'd die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but Trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
Finally click auto and then a choice pops up. You better be right about this. I'm pretty upset if we die here. I'm not risking death over your weird hunch. Anything to get out of this hell. Right, I didn't like that idea. I'm just gonna stick around and do nothing for a while longer.
What a relief. I suppose we've got all the time in the world for you to change your mind. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that's
it's not autoing.
Not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voice's pleas fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Good ending. You did it. You
have
saved
already
everyone.
committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
I guess that's the good ending. Okay, so the ending I actually got was the real good ending. Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. Maybe I'm not happy. I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to. Did you hear the narrator?
Are we
Happy.
really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Okay, I'm not
Good.
happy.
Because I have an idea to get us out of here. The blade. We can use... I can hear everything you say,
Said that
little.
again.
He's right.
The texts are
It's
gone
the
down
only way
here.
out. Do you hear that? Do you not? Don't...
Alright. You better be right. I'd be pretty upset if we died.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate? Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
Yeah, I think if I were to live forever, I would want to continue to do things forever, not just stay in the same place.
The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
This is really interesting. Even with the slay the princess route, that doesn't achieve what the narrator wanted. In order for the narrator to win, we would have to stay in the happy place literally for eternity.
The end. Nice knowing you.
Chapter 2. Huh.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of
Blah,
your
blah, blah. Oh, you bastard, I'm in it. You're in it for now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? If he doesn't remember what happened, then that's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again. Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
What are we gonna do? Are we gonna continue on the trajectory of doing the same thing that we did in the previous chapter, or are we gonna try something different? Maybe I don't want to kill this princess, but maybe I do. Let's assume I'm telling the truth. All of this really did happen. Sure, let's go to the cabin.
A warning. Before you go in, she will lie. She won't be a problem.
She won't be a problem.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
This is all ancient. I wonder if the princess is just gonna be already dead when we get down there.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Let's go to the mirror.
You walk up to the wall. What are you talking? You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Now, I don't know if this actually does anything. I'm assuming this makes the mirror appear after the chapter, but maybe not.
There was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly, it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
Well, I think we'll just go without the blade. Change it up this time.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air.
Ew!
The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I wondered if that last line was just recorded once and then tacked on to every different thing, but this time he said it with different inflections, or with a different pitch. So I guess he does repeat it every
The
time.
room below is silent.
Or at least sometimes.
As much as I appreciate the optimism,
Did I just
shouldn't
miss a
be so
line?
sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin.
She's a ghost now!
And finally,
Hello.
the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? Ghost!
Man, and at the beginning of this, I was just wondering if this game had any more curveballs to throw at me. Not every route is a crazy curveball. But like the past two have been, and then the one with the multiplying cabins has been. And this one is too. This is crazy.
Oh, wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
This is strangely serene.
So she has a body, and she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again, if we wanted to. We don't even need a blade. She looks fragile enough to me.
Let's wait and see.
I see
I don't
you
think
don't
we can
have
touch
that
her.
annoying knife anymore. So, does that mean you regret what you've done? Are you here to apologize and make nice? Beg for absolution, maybe? Because I might be interested in seeing a little begging.
No, not really. See, this is exactly what I was trying to tell you about in the woods. This already happened. We killed her. I killed you. What are you doing not being dead? Do you know why you came back? Stop playing the Stop playing the victim. I only killed you. I'm sorry I killed you last time. I shouldn't have done that. Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself to satisfy some sort of sick revenge fantasy? The shadow on this text is above the text. Everywhere else it's... Oh, it's this specific part in the scrolling where the shadow is off. Probably not intentional. This is exactly what I was trying to tell you. It's already happened.
Yes, obviously things are strange right now. I think it's safe to say that you've seen something you shouldn't have seen. Whatever worlds you've hopped between, whatever versions of me you've met, none of that matters now. There's no changing what's already happened. But you have a job to finish. Finish how? We already did what you told us. And now she's a ghost. There's a perfectly pristine blade waiting for you upstairs. You could always use it to, I don't know, slay her. And then what? And then you'll have saved the world. I think he's asking about what happens after we save the world. If that's even still an option. You already know what we mean,
It
don't
keeps
you?
advancing.
So why don't you go ahead and tell us? Are you going to try and lock us away in a timeless void again? Because I didn't much care for that. I'm not going to lock you anywhere. What an interesting choice of emphasis.
Yeah. That's so hard for me to tell. I think because it's highlighted, then the auto is on. You can't see because it's the same color as her dress. But, you know, I just keep clicking it and not sure exactly how it works. What are you doing not being dead? That's not very nice.
I don't feel very bad, but I guess I'm not dead. So you must have only mostly killed me. Or maybe death is only mostly real, but it's also mostly not real. I'm not sure. I'm just the one these things have happened to, not the one with all the answers, or any of the answers.
I think clicking undoes the auto.
But we're not a ghost. Unless we are? Maybe that's why the mirror disappeared. We're actually dead. Death, at least as a form of permanence, is just a concept. And clearly it's not a very useful one anymore. Maybe we should throw it out entirely. See, this is why I didn't want you to talk to her. Death is not just a concept, it is an extremely real phenomenon. Don't let her distort your reality. Cold, hard facts exist. The truth exists. It has to.
Your body's right there, though. Your dead body.
The princess glances back at the bones lying on the floor.
It's just a body. Do you believe these bones? Or do you believe me? Because those bones aren't talking to you.
She's seeing things pragmatically. We should do the same. Reality is what's in front of us, not our preconceptions of what it should be. There doesn't need to be a static truth. There doesn't need to be objectivity.
This game is so damn philosophical. Do you know why you came back?
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me. All I know is there's a hole in my chest. Not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper. A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, you're supposed to be in the universe. Where are you supposed to?
Home.
And just where is home, I wonder?
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away. Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
How specific. And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out, which, in case you haven't been listening, will spell the end of the entire world.
I could try to help her get her home. This would be bring this vessel to the entity? There's so many options. Look at this scroll bar. If I knew I'd wind up having to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different?
You don't look dead, killer.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are. I've tried to leave on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here. I just want to go home. I'm so cold and alone here. But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all,
Whoa!
you own me.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought?
Ooh, yeah.
We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
That is really interesting.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
You mean you won't? Okay. So the pattern I'm starting to see is that the princess can leave if she leaves with us, and that's the only way. Also, if we die, we go to another chapter. So I guess those are the two possible routes. Also, I think we can slay the princess in chapter 2. I've never tried doing that. So be temporary, you'll leave once we're out of the cabin. If I let you in, do I still get to be in control? This is very interesting. Before I grade anything, we need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. I was told you're going to end the world. Sounds great, let's do it. The answer is no. I need to think on this. Return. If I let you in, do I still get to be in control?
Sure, why not?
That doesn't sound very reassuring.
Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of thing where...
It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body.
You would say no,
That
regardless
is a
of what the
very
actual
dangerous train
truth
of
is.
thought.
Alright. Let's do it.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
I'm doing this because it seems like the most interesting option.
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
I don't think we're leaving.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Oh crap, she's figured it out!
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass,
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
Oh, that's not what I thought.
a voice? I'm me is what I am.
I was thinking she
cares
saw
what we are?
the mirror.
We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too. I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
So that is in line with what the narrator told us at the mirror a couple episodes ago. Where's the... It is the same color as the floor. Dang it.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
Oh, I can't think straight. There's too much noise. No, I know what's going on. Let's leave.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world? It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world. Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn? Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door. For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
I don't think so.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Ooh. Take the blade or trudge forward. I wonder if we can get to a chapter 3 if we take the blade. Oh, but I don't want to be that mean to the princess. I know she's just a video game character, but it matters to me. Let's go.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
Wow. I'm gonna do
You
this
lift your
manually
shaking
because
hand
I like
and
that
rest it on
better.
the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We open.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. You collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see... yes?
Nothing. He's gone. And so is
Okay, we
everything
let the
else.
princess out and then we get into the long quiet.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose. But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world? We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
Alright, got an achievement for that. You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
I'm out. You actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, killer.
Don't mention it.
I think
That was
this
exactly
is
what I
where
was
to
thinking of
be.
saying. Ooh, that's quite a vessel to add to your... I don't know what to call it. You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever.
She's gone. And there's
Mira.
this doesn't ignore.
Voices feel small. I think next time maybe I will not see the mirror in the cabin and see if this mirror is still here. You've grown. And how did I grow from that? Maybe it's just... Maybe it's not based on the route. Maybe it's just stuff. What if I grow every single time? Like if I do the romance route next time, will I grow again? Will I be even more grown? Long quiet once again.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become
Alright, that's all the same. We've probably looked at all this. You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Don't know if we've said that one before. I'm just looking to see if there's anything we didn't choose that we might be able to learn something more. What if I don't want to bring you any more vessels? What if I just wait here forever?
Then we will remain here as we are now. Barely finished. Damp. Cavernous.
What if I wait? Is it gonna make me stop waiting?
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone.
I am as you are now? Interesting. Learn more lore about me, I guess.
I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage?
Are you talking about, like, hallucinating another life or imagining another life? Sometimes hard for me to tell what you mean, because you speak in so, such soft, right brain language. I don't know why I think of it as soft.
You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Alright. Whoa! The game closed. I guess that is me waiting forever, and if I actually want to get that ending, I should just never open the game again. But no, we're opening it now.
You have returned to me. Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
No title screen or anything, just right back here. Alright. Well, cool. I'm ready to go.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Alright, man. Every time I play this game, it shows me something new and unexpected and mind-blowing. I am excited to keep going and keep finding more routes. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Slay the Princess and other awesome games. I'll see you next time. Bye!
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.